talk about the different shoes that I wear to work, straight to walking the dog, or going to rehearsals, or running other errands. And out of the 4, my newest one is the Vivaia, which I've only had for about a week, and I have washed it once, and it did not say that I couldn't wash the insoles, so I took it out and then put them all in the washing machine, and it turned out fine. It looks like I've never stepped on it again. And this one is right now on the outlet page of the website, which means it's about 30% off, which is great. And even if it's not on sale, I think the regular price is $90, which is cheaper than the other ones I will mention after. What is interesting though is when I was shopping on the website, not all of their shoes are recommended to be washed in the washing machine. And what I noticed is if the insoles are removable, then chances are it'll say that you can wash it in the washing machine. Now, if it's not removable, usually it's the ones that are sling backs, open back, open on the sides, or open in front. Usually the insoles are just stuck there or somehow. I don't have any. Honestly, I went out of my way to choose the ones that are machine washable because it's one of the features that I like to enjoy. So that's my thing with Vivaia. The first time I tried it on, it fit like a glove. The sizing suggestion, I went with it, and I went with my usual size. It was fine. And I didn't have any blisters. The first time I wore this, I walked my dog for at least a mile, and I didn't have any issues at all, no tightness. And I do appreciate that even though it's pointed, it's rounded here. Somehow I prefer that with my feet. It's soft, yeah, no issues. And is Rothy's. I've had my Rothy's for at least 3 years. At least. I'm really thinking 4, but I'm not 100% sure. And I have washed this more than once. I haven't washed it recently, so it's kind of dirty. But first time I wore it, it was fine. I did go a half size up, just like everyone else is saying, or at least majority of people are saying. I like that this is removable and washable as well. However, if you look, it's kind of thin. And so what I did with my points when I ordered them, instead of just going a half size up, I actually went a full size up and changed the insoles to something that's a little squishier, like Dr. Scholl's, and that worked for me perfectly. There were some people who said that sometimes this back cuts their feet, their heel. I did not have that issue. I will say though that if I wear this for, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours straight, I start to feel this kind of rubbing feeling on my toes. It's not painful. It's just a little strange and uncomfortable or unusual. Unpleasant. Again, it's not enough for me not to wear it. I've worn this at the office for 8-9 hours and then gone straight to rehearsal. I've worn these driving from Southern California to Arizona, and so it's the same thing. I just would feel something, but not too bad that I don't get blisters. I don't have any bleeding whatsoever, and it does do well being washed. And like I said, I've had both of them for at least 3 years, so they're holding up really well. They rarely go on sale. There's on their website, there's a part that actually says kind of like last chance. Keep in mind, it's going to have a very few designs, very few colors, and the sizes are limited. If you see your size there and you have the money, just go get it. It's not going to last long, at least from my experience. My next one is Allbirds. I actually really like Allbirds. It's also sustainable. It's not from recycled materials like Vivaia and Rothy's. What I do like is it has, among the 3, the squishiest removable insoles, like if you can see that. The only thing is I don't put this in the washing machine. I put this in the washing machine. I've washed this more than once. This one, not so much. I've also had this for at least 3 years. And I really like it. It fits really well. I did go half a size up as suggested on the website. However, and I'm very sensitive, I'm just being nitpicky at this point. So this elastic opening here, I want to say the first 2 times I've had it, I put it on, it kind of bothered me in a sense that it felt kind of weird, like tight, and it did loosen up after wearing it a couple of times. I did not get blisters or anything like that, and let me tell you, I'm very sensitive with the elastics. You know how some of those ballet flats that have ruching at the back because there's like heavy duty elastics at the back? I cannot stand those. I've tried different brands and I end up just letting them go because after wearing it a couple of times or so, it's just annoying to me. I don't know, but these ones, after a couple of times, they were fine. I just wanted it out there just in case somebody was as sensitive as I am with elastics. And with the insoles, since I can't put them in a washing machine, I hand wash this with a little bit of soap, just on tap water on a sink. And my only thing is I wish Allbirds came up with a pointy or just a different style other than running shoes or I don't know, tennis shoes, because these I could wear to work. The other ones not so much, but they are very comfortable. I do like them. It's almost like wearing slippers to work. It's interesting. And they do come in a variety of colors as well. But certainly not the least is Everlane's ReKnit. And this is, I think, the 40-hour flats. So my thing with this is, yes, it's about 95% recyclable material. They do have leather parts. So if you have a vegan lifestyle and totally do not want anything with real leather, this back here, this pull tab is real leather, and I think the insoles are leather. I am not 100% sure on that. And it's made in Vietnam, unlike their other leather products that are either made in Italy, and espadrilles, even if the top is leather, I think those are made in Spain. These are made in Vietnam. Now, I cannot put this in a washing machine. I suppose I could try, but it's not recommended and I don't want to risk it. Now, so what I do is I just like the insoles for Allbirds, I just hand wash this a little bit on, you know, like on my sink and everything. So it's kind of inconvenient, I suppose, but it's still not a super deal breaker. Because of the color, I do tend to reach for this more, and I got this on sale at the website itself. So they don't always have the neutrals on sale, but when they do, I'm there. So for Everlane, Allbirds, and Rothy's, I have been on their email list for maybe 3 years, at least, maybe more. And with Rothy's, the first time I actually saw them really email about their sale was recently, just last holiday. And that was cool because then the pairs each pair was less than 100 each for those. But again, it's limited in color, sizes, and design. For Everlane, they have really good sales, but again, the limitation, but the pricing is much better when they're on sale. It's not necessarily consistent. I've seen it to go to clearance where it's the last chance where it's like, I don't know, $50, but it's going to be only size 10, and it's going to be some color that I might not wear even if it were my size. So, but these ones, I know I got this on sale as well. The Allbirds, I have been on their email list too for at least 3 years, and I have never seen them on sale. But these are less than $100 a pair, brand new in a box. And again, they're really, really comfortable as well. So it just depends if you feel like wearing round or the pointed ones. I don't have a whole lot to say with the Vivaias because they're newer, but I will say that the insoles, compared to the other 2 insoles that are removable, it's not as squishy as the Allbirds one, but it's definitely a lot more comfortable than the Rothy's ones. And so that's my take on it. And I hope that helped. If you are one of my office mates who've been asking me about these different flats and I did not want to use our time at the office just talking about shoes, here you go.